I was having some weird dreams and shit. I had to come outside and make this video. Listen, this video and documentary is for snakes or anacondas, dragons, whatever. Listen to this, right? For individuals in certain mythology and funny physics. Let me explain something to you. You have people that's already causing entrapment, that's living like cannibals, and they just making you ever had a person that goes and makes biohazard debris of their astrological tree that's not the purity of their tree, and then they get them into certain mythology and magic. This is the reasons why Medusa was in trouble, because the way a certain person got jealous of her in the past, and then they said they turned into a snake, but another person doesn't know about the mythology or reason why a person says, yo, you have to have an intent to be able to escape a certain type of way without anybody realizing certain things, because snakes work hard in life because of natural vibration that they try to repel in life, and just being natural a certain type of way, and then on top of it the survival rate, because the way they go about building their quality to their own habitation, so they can even have a strong uh, cellular structure of matter that is physical, of being able to handle situations. See, my situation is different because my wife is the only one that can handle a situation a certain type of way with me. Where I was staying at with the guy Bill, it looked like he had bad chemistry over there in his physical reality, and another person knew that, and it would just be a malicious intent on some element science, just to trying to fuck up a person. It's just like, you ever had people that follow certain physics and they said they're gonna make a grinder for snakes and shit because they want to live like cannibals, and then you have people that goes and have sex with other people that's not their purity and purity of the astrological tree, super tree, mega tree, quantum tree, highest tree beyond highest tree, celestial, after astrological, celestial and celestial inner celestial tree or whatever, of all stars, star cluster, astrology, constellation, sacred zodiacs and stuff. And then they go have the wrong type of conduct in the physical reality a certain type of way with other people because they just want to have sex. You know how people just want to have sex and then they just want to be able to get away with it because they figure that the person that conditioned him is just like what I was speaking about Brian Pumper, the porn star. It's like if he had a younger brother, his younger brother probably thought, yo, I'm not in the house. Yo, he could go be with his brother a certain type of way, and then they have it all the type of sex and all type of things, and then when he fuck up, then he'll get the house for himself, and then he'll know how to go about situations, scheming on niggas a certain type of way all life. People that go outside and do vindictive or devious things to the people in the physical reality because they have an ignorant mentality, or is because they're somewhere in their habitation, something's wrong with their receptiveness of the physical reality that they're receiving. So then on top of it, then you have say for instance, you have people that go out there and go have sex or wrong conduct with people because they want to have sex and manipulate and do rude things to people. Or it's like a person, imagine if a Medusa was around, a person that knew she was around, and then a man doing element science and always saying, yo, you're gonna go do this, you're gonna go be vindictive and do this and so this and the other, and at the end result, all he's doing all day is making hamburgers, like snakes on hamburgers and shit. And then the reason why they having certain conduct is because they're just making individuals have sex and fucking up their physical reality. And then on top of it, like say Siri for instance, that girl that looked like Siobhan Swans, that looked like that chick Rachel, she's already the biohazard debris of the physical reality. And then you have people having sex that's not supposed to even be having sex, and then they want to go learn mythology magic because they want to, if they already did something wrong to their astrological tree or the celestial tree and celestial tree, they're so wrong that they're gonna be suicidal now, like they're assassins, and they're just gonna fucking cause all type of what you would call it, false emotions that cause individuals to lose their life because they got sick, because some of them were probably in the porn industry, some of them all did certain things they weren't supposed to do, and then they're mad at individuals for even having a certain type of equality. When you have people like that, that's some dangerous people, because people that do things like that don't care about people's mythology, magic, and those are people on a cellular level, on a cellular structure level, in a high generated form of cellular structure that create matter that's already ignorance or irritations to even one physical reality. Like, I just had a bad dream inside. Then I woke up, my skin was feeling like, oh. And then after that, I come outside, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is all that about? You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, I'm seeing people, girls driving late night, looking in the shit. What kind of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck you coming from? All type of shit. Look at this. And then you wondering why people doing all type of and then they drinking all coffee and shit. So you might have people that go out there going causing entrapments and endangering high forms of mythology down to the origin. Origin means like the vitalness, down to the origin of people's habitation, even of this. That's even more dangerous, of social economics. And then they go danger the origin of this people's social economics, getting old people sick, causing certain type of things in the paradigm of time, and then weakening the anatomy on a celestial earth, of a natural earth that's already a light element, then weakening the anatomy and then causing deterioration to the earth, to even the minerals. That's real dangerous. That's when you know somebody is a fucking disease, and then they're thinking and just doing certain type of fucked up things. Or you might have people that do some form of entrapment, causing bacteria diseases within astrological trees, being not with people that's not their purity or purity, and then next you know they want to make snakes that's hamburgers. It's like, you ever seen that place over there? And people be driving, you see a place called Burger Time, and then right across the street you see fucking Burger King and shit. And then next thing you think about it, a person that's already saying they're making, if a person wanted to live like a cannibal because they're not the purity and purity of even the beyond highest tree, quantum tree, mega tree, super tree, astrological tree, celestial and celestial, inner or inner celestial, or inner points of enlightenment, or star cluster, astrology, constellations, or sacred zodiacs. And then another person doesn't be the purity of the situation, so they learn the form of magic a certain type of way at a certain time sequence when certain things were fucked up. Like, say for instance, me being the Roses when I got shot over there in Boogie Night, and then next thing you know, these individuals knowing that, you know, they're not the purity and purity, then they go outside and go having sex and causing the wrong type of habitation to the cellular structure, or in the celestial structure to people's habitation. And then next thing you know, they just fucking up people's reality and mythology to their magic, like some assassins, suicidal sick assassins, because that's when you know somebody's sick in their mind, because they do something stupid, and then they sabotaging people's life, even down to the vitalness and origin, just because they want to live like savages and make hamburger meat, and want to live like cannibals and shit, because they want power to look different, to escape from people, to do fucked up things. So you have somebody that, so if a person is the purity and there's no more fucked up sickness and everybody wants to do everything and keep it in order, what are you going to tell me? You're going to go around killing innocent people because the fact is they don't want to make hamburger meat for savages and cannibals. That's not the purity and purity of the astrological tree. They're just trying to live off of people a certain type of way, like a fucking succubus. It's like a person trying to fuck up the value empresses of equality and value, and then trying to have an excuse for certain type of things because they want to be able to manipulate people, for people who won't know the difference of certain people's astrological tree, because they're trying to accumulate finances and fuck up people's life because they just want to be stupid, and then hoping everybody else is stupid like them and that doesn't know a situation. And it's just like the people of high society that knows things like that, and then cause type of situation, will cause the end of the world, because a person doesn't care about another person, and regardless. So that's why you have to keep things in purity a lot of times, because if a person is not their purity, they'll endanger the social economics, and then on top of it, you will cause such a war that another person will never be around ever again in any paradigm of time. It's just like, I'm the one that made the calendar of Era, the 6th calendar, and even made the serpentine calendar. It was so real. Serpentines had anacondas, and because I'm Genghis Khan's dad, the literal conqueror that you read about in Latin. I'm the literal, even of certain astrology, I'm the Triple Crown Emperor, all type of other things from other type of situations. And then you even had snakes that honored me so much, even from the times of the pyramids. They even was anacondas. Like, yo, listen, there's a conqueror around. Like, yo, I was already complete, so I'll never be sick a certain type of way. But another person already knew that, and they even had a form was a representation and allegory, even showing that how serious I am, and even in my structure, they even had a representation of anacondas. And when they did that, I was like, yo, you know something? I don't want to be known as certain things, and I'm not going to be a part of certain things, because if something happens and somebody's stupidity thinking something, they're going to understand that they should have never went there. And on top of it, they're going to realize that I'm already complete. And then they're going to even think that this is going to even get more dangerous for them in the physical reality, because now they got to find out what the fuck is really going on with me. And then on top of it, I deal with elements too. So even the higher calendar of the sixth calendar, you know, I'm a man of elements also. So the high calendar of the sixth calendar nobody knows about, only certain elders knows what I'm speaking about. And I don't got to tell you about the value calendar, and I don't got to tell you about other individuals. It's just like I had a dream that a snake tried to, listen, if I made the mythology to even the physics to a person to even do serpentine magic, right? Now imagine a person that tries to make a snake attack me in a dream, and then getting the snake sick. And then everybody wondering why they getting sick a certain type of way. Because you probably had some fucked up sick vein that was out there. A sick vein meaning like some sick serpent, because somebody created some hamburger meat, made it attack itself. And then when it attacked itself, it fucked it up even more, because after that, it realized it was already fucked up because it was the purity attack. Then the situation go crazy, then it dies out by itself. And then on top of it, then individuals like, yo, what the fuck is that? Yo, it's just like doctors. You know how doctors be wanting to cover up if they do malpractice? How would they do something like that? Through a vein. So obviously they probably be cool with serpentine people and so on. So it's like I tell a serpent person, I say, yo, listen, don't make your situation more hot. Don't go out there causing identity theft and then endangering yourself more, making your situation hot, because another person just want to live like a savage cannibal, because they want you to do something out the ordinary, because they know what type of person you are, and they know something that they're not supposed to know, and then they make you go do something stupid just to put you out there a certain type of way, and then they endanger your situation, your legacy and lineage even more than what it is. And then on top of it, then you can't even live comfortable, because another person just caused a form of entrapment to make you be looked upon a certain type of way. And then you think about the magic, and what I was speaking about with empresses that do magic in the paradigm of time, when certain people don't do certain things no more, who are you going to turn on? You know what I'm saying? What's the magic that they do is going to turn on them. So imagine a person that's kind of trying to make a person look a certain type of way, and then they didn't even do nothing a certain type of way, and then on top of it cause a form of entrapment, because the fact is they want other people to look upon them, and then that person that did the situation is not around, so that means you be doing it to innocent people. That person will automatically be wrong. So once you have people like that would do funny things to even people's mythology, physics, metaphysics, or their magic, or to their spirituality, or their consciousness, or the ways that they go about life, conducting their reality so they could be okay. And then you have people sabotaging people's life and making people uncomfortable and causing all type of uncomfortability for no reason. Then a person has to know when right is right and wrong is wrong, and a person has to make a stand. But don't be stupid about this. It's just like you don't, a serpentine person doesn't go out there and commit identity theft. So a person could, so they could look at, say somebody had to be a survivor till the end of time for their own habitation, for their legacy and lineage, and there was emergency with other peoples and social economics, and then another person's just on a run because another person's living vicariously like some hamburger meat. It's just like, you ever seen the movie with the Indians and then they painted the person blue, and then they went to certain tribes slaughtering certain people, and then they painted them blue, and then they just went after them a certain type of way, and then at the end of the movie they started shooting bow and arrows, throwing spears at the person, and then they ended up killing their own kind, and then they wondering what caused the situation, because they were already wrong. Then on top of it, they created the wrong conduct with themselves because of their mentality, and then when they were wrong, they just even was trying to be more wrong at the end of the movie. And then it's just like, you see out there, they were hanging the guys through the fucking sticks like there was some hamburger meat and shit. Like, you gotta think, you gotta think about people that doesn't know about mythology, that even causes danger to their own habitation. It's just like making hamburger meat and then wondering why you and a doctor getting pumped or injected at a time, then getting murdered and killed, and wonder what's causing that situation. Listen, you out there doing things to people a certain type of way, that vibration has a natural current reality that just gotta vibrate for your ass also. So it just and then you wonder why another person fucked up. And then the doctor and shit is because, imagine doctors, because some doctors be perverts, so all of them just probably know serpentine people because they want pussy, and then they want to give injections, they want to control people, do at the end result, if there's only got to be a survivor a certain type of way, what's going to happen to that person that's the last of their kind in the physical reality? Are they gonna be known as a savage that just caused certain things, or a person that was educated that knew how to really do the upright thing to show the difference of reality, so individual wouldn't look upon them like they were a burden to the physical reality because they didn't understand the reasons of the physics or the education of the quality of the existence. So you gotta know something. You gotta be different in life when it comes to certain things. Don't make people cause forms of entrapment because they're the biohazard debris that just wants to eat away at it's like a disease that wants to eat away at the flesh, and then it's trying to hide itself a certain type of way, so it causes bad current reality or bad matter in DNA, and the next thing you know, it's just eating vicariously a certain type of way because it just wants to cover up its existence of being a disease, and doesn't want nobody to realize what it is, and it's causing hamburger meat to people. That's a natural current conduct of the reality, so individuals can know if there's endangerment in the social economic system. So be very careful with the type of people and your stupid ass escort, hooker, stripper, bitch, fucking whore bitches that you have, and bitches that say they master their period. I don't give a fuck about none of what you do with your stink hole, your stink tube, you stupid bitch, when you don't want to honor the reason of the dignity of even having sacredcy and knowing the reason why a person takes a vow for marriage, you dumb bitch. I don't got time for stupid fucking people in the paradigm of time that endanger innocent people's lives because they want to cause the wrong type of conduct. Because it's just like that bitch Saborn songs, and that bitch it's like a bitch that's a natural disease trying to go through life getting people sick, and then wants to cover up her reality and doesn't want people to realize that she's just a natural cannibal because she's not supposed to be in existence, just because another nigga at a time just want to be manipulated to put a fucking condom on to stick his dick in a hole. Ain't nobody gonna ever be that desperate. And before that happens, people better wake the fuck up before they end up innocent people start losing their life because of some deteriorated shit that is just a vote for the majority, because other people that just living vindictive and devious that doesn't care because they probably been around such a time, they don't care about another person's condition and being happy because they just want power and magic. And it's just like a person that wants power and magic, they're gonna be looking for certain type of people like snake people and all type of shit, because that's why some of them even want, that's why I did Umbach. I'm the one that originally did the movie Umbach because they were going after scorpions. They started doing too much. Another person, it's like being a witch doing some type of form of witchcraft, and then the scorpions are natural regard of one's intellect and consciousness and even one's enlightenment for one can even do spells, and then a person have you do something stupid like a stupid fucking doctor, and then they go eat a scorpion, and then the bitch wonder what happened to her, what fucked up her life at the time. It's just like being a fuck, look at this person think you got a gun inside the window and shit like they're gonna do something. It's like a person, what the fuck was that about? Stupid shit. And then a person thinking that they're gonna go do some witchcraft, and the next thing you're wondering why the witchcraft don't work, and then why it's backfired and fucked up their life because they already killed the natural regard of their own habitation. If you got assassins that's a certain type of way that's just trying to cover up because they don't want people to know, and they're getting scared, and they think they're gonna come back in time on some Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure or Back to the Future or some Dr. Oz booth or some fucking time continuum, like they're gonna assassinate me because I'm telling people the reality, because I want people to be educated for they won't do stupid things when it comes to mythology and their natural education, and then these diseases are getting nervous and shit. Listen, you better go put your shit on the wraps, you know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, you better go handle your social economic system. But I'm just gonna be real with you. It's just like it's like what these witches and some of these people did, even gypsies. They got rid of their own natural protection of their higher intellect, and then wonder what caused the endangerment of their life. They don't make no fucking sense. It don't make no sense. And then you have a bitch that's living like a fucking disease that's trying to generate a bunch of cellular activity and mythology when you do your vacuum filter to your mythology. I just want to have her situation all over the place. It's just like, you ever seen the movie The Dark Crystal, or the episode with Hercules, my son? when one of the girls that was a fucking disease tried to learn the crystal magic, and she tried to be everywhere at the time because she tried to spread her disease and shit, and then people didn't know the difference, and then she was the main reason that Medusa ended up in that type of situation anyway, because she tried to fucking poison Medusa. She that was the reflection of the in a paradigm of time. She's the girl that tried to cause Medusa to even be a snake. So Medusa would have to know the difference of the physical reality, because she was the disease that tried to manipulate individuals that was higher beings and gods. You know, it's just like when Fancy came home in the Hercules cartoon and she told her parents, oh, she sold her soul to Hades and shit, saying she didn't even give a fuck about her parents in the house. Yo, listen. You gotta look at the allegory, mythology, and the art that's being done a certain type of way with individuals into their consciousness and things that they do. Be careful, man. You know, this early warning because the dream I had while I was inside. You know, early warning to individuals: pay attention, be educated, and don't get caught up in stupidity. Love one.